and landlords add no value to the economy. They do not. They add zero value on the retail side. They indemnify bankers from loss. That's it. As drugs and alcohol addiction have been around, and drug and alcohol addiction have been around ever since people discovered ways to alter their states. I mean, like almost every creature on this planet, if I remember right, has figured a way to somehow inebriate or anesthetize itself, even if it's just banging its head against a rock. Okay, so every creature finds a way to alter their consciousness to escape for a little while from this, because sometimes you need to just not be here, right? For even if it's just for a little while. Okay, well, so when you make all of that stuff, and it's like, well, but look, it's an epidemic, Portland and San Francisco, and no. It's like, yeah, those people used to do those and do drugs and alcohol in the privacy of their own home, but you've made home prices so ridiculous, right? And landlords add no value to the economy. They do not. They add zero value on the retail side. They indemnify bankers from loss. That's it. That's the landlord's whole business model. Hey, I'll indemnify you from loss and I'll just mark up everything. It's the truth. Landlords, with the exception of like luxury apartments or luxury condos or something like that, wherein they actually are providing all kinds of crazy services for you, or like luxury hotels or something like that, landlords add nothing of value to the economy. They are a straight liability to the whole of humanity. It's just a truth. That's why they're called rent seekers. That's why in some countries you can actually be arrested for it, for rent seeking, because it doesn't do anything for their economy except make everybody poor. That's really all it does. And it makes people who would ordinarily have a house to do drugs and alcohol in, to where it's not out in the street, it's not out in some tent city or something like that. They would just do it in the privacy of their own homes, and that was how the case for a very long time in this country, and not just in this country, but everywhere in the world, where people had private domiciles like that. So the drugs and alcohol aren't a problem, but the drug money is. Now that's a problem. And for more on that, if somebody wants to geek out on that, you can look up Judge Jim Gray from Marin County. I think he's retired now, but you can look up, I think there's a documentary called In Harm's Way, and where Judge Jim Gray is one of the main guys that are being interviewed about this, and he points this out. This was a sitting judge on the bench who explained the reality of the war on drugs, the futility of it, and the disaster that it's causing in all over the world. Well, Mexico, to your point, is a victim of this because, well, because of course you have lots of money involved, and if you've made something illegal, and every time you up the ante, right, you add more money, right? So when you hear, orange guy, that clown man talk about, we need to have more penalties for this and that and the other thing, all you did was up the ante. So when you up the ante, right, then you up the profit margin. Risk versus reward. And what's weird is that, like, a bunch of you people out there, you guys watch these organized crime movies. It's like, well, Axel, how come you've never been caught for any of this stuff? Because I don't have a fully Chinchilla Coat. I'm not ringside at a fixed fight with Tyson and what's his name. I don't have a fully Chinchilla Coat in my closet. Okay? I mean, this is just reality. So, yeah, anyway, yeah.